1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna use music. I'm gonna use the strength of song. I'm gonna use music to pass the time and to light.
Greetings, and thank you for tuning in to Around the Piano Character Building Through Music. Today, I just want to take a couple of minutes and talk with you about setting the space for your Around the Piano time. When we're working on Around the Piano, we want to create a space that feels comfortable and safe and special. We're going to take this time and we're going to honor the time that we're taking to go deeper and to think about our personal code of character. So, if you are by yourself because of COVID and you are joining me for an Around the Piano session, you might lay a blanket down in front of you that just says, oh, that's my Around the Piano blanket. It's always there. You might light a candle because you enjoy that. You might make sure you have some water, make sure your clothes are comfortable. Wherever you are, it can be a physical change that you make yourself comfortable in your Around this Piano space and to denote that space as the Around the Piano space. Doesn't have to have a piano in it. Or you can just, it can just be a mental thing that you do, a practice that you say, okay, you tell the other people in your household who aren't going to be joining in with you that this is my Around the Piano time. I'm going to take this 1/2 hour or 45 minutes and I'm going to do this. So let them know you're going to be making some loud, goofy noises and you're going to be singing and dancing and hopefully laughing and talking. If not out loud, at least texting with me. And just let that space be a real space. Let it be a special space. If you are able to go outside and do your Around the Piano, that could be really lovely if it's a beautiful day, or you want to sit in the car and do it, or you want to, just any place that you feel comfortable where you can actually get up and do some moving around and where you can make some noise, where you can feel really comfortable singing. So if you're working with other people, when if you have the joy of being able to do some group singing during this Around the Piano time, I highly recommend, whether you're doing it with your classroom or your family or just some neighborhood friends, have a conversation with them about what you agree upon in this space. I recommend things like, we're going to avoid using language that makes anybody feel negative about themselves. Sometimes we even joke with each other, and I'm sarcastic, and I joke with people all the time about physical things that we have, and it's joking. But in the Around the Piano space, I try a little bit harder not to do that, because it's just a if you hear negative things all the time, even if they're in joking mode, it kind of absorbs it. And since we're going to be so open minded and so vulnerable during this time, it would be really good if you didn't have people who are putting you down or making fun of anything that you said. We can obviously disagree. I can say that the best music is jazz or country or rock or blues, and you might think the best music is classical. That's allowed in this space. The way that we disagree is going to be gentle and caring and open-minded, and the questions why and how and what might be different about you and me that we see this so differently, and what do we have in common. So it's just creating that space where it is safe to talk, it is safe to sing, it is safe to think, and you're just in that mindset. If you're somebody who does yoga, you might have a good sense of that, or any kind of workout where you have that space that you've created and you have that time that you've created. I'm going to try really hard to make the Around the Piano sessions that we do on YouTube and on Facebook fairly short sessions, so that you're not taking too much away from any other part of your life or any other part of your family's life during these lockdown moments or these in-home moments. So just just be real honest and just say, I just need this half hour and this space, and this is mine. It doesn't have to be the same space every time. It doesn't have to be the same blanket that you put out every time, or the same candle, or the same clothes. It just needs to be in your head that this is the Around the Piano space, and I'm ready to do this work and this joy.